All right, welcome in everybody, and thank you for joining us for our second game of the day, Road Warrior Black Sox versus Wolfpac. First game of the day was a pretty lopsided game. The Road Warrior Black Sox took it over the Killer Bees 7-1, with Matt Reeds getting the win, and unfortunately Ben Herrick getting the loss on the back of a few errors. Manny Alonso on the mound for the Road Warrior Black Sox. The first pitch to leadoff hitter Javale Barnes is bunted foul out of play. A different defensive lineup for the Road Warrior Black Sox in the second game. We have McIntosh at third base, Spencer Hinton back at shortstop. He played there in the first game. Ray Serrano at second, Joe Impaduglia at first, with Utah Okazaki holding it down behind the plate as that pitch is also bunted foul. 0-2. Sorry for anyone who tuned into the first game of the morning. We had a lot of technical difficulties / Washington Wild Thing staff working in here cleaning the carpets as that pitch is hit on a soft line to second baseman Ray Serrano, and there's out number one.
Is there a button? Oops. I didn't know if there's like a soft line.
So with one out, nobody on, that'll bring up the designated hitter for the Wolfpac, Cody Lovejoy, as he takes ball one on the outside corner. Nice slider that just misses. 2-0. Manny Alonso, his first start for the Road Warrior Black Sox in a long time, was dealing with a hip injury. Been working through it. He had a bullpen appearance a few days ago as that pitch is skied into center field. Derek Hurt underneath it, and there's out number one. Or out number two, excuse me. So with two outs, nobody on, Trevor McKinley will step up to the plate. Was a designated hitter for the Wolfpac yesterday. First pitch to him. Taken high for ball one. Catcher Colin Miner waits on deck. Nice cutter there from Alonso. 1-1. That pitch is swung on, hit hard on a line to deep center field. Derek Hurt settles underneath it, and there's out number three. So a quick inning for Manny Alonso. 9 pitches, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll move into the bottom of the first for the Road Warrior Black Sox home lineup. So here on the bottom of the first, Ty Wickline on the mound for the Wolfpac. As Derek Hurt swings and hits one high into right center field. Barnes chasing it back to the warning track, and he makes the catch. So quick one pitch out for Ty Wickline. Derek Hurt wasting no time. So with a quick first out, that'll bring up the designated hitter, Frank Podkol. Podkol homered in the last game to get the scoring underway. Solo shot in the first inning with 2 outs. So he takes strike 1. That pitch is also taken for a strike, 0-2. Defensively for the Wolfpac and the infield, we have catcher Colin Miner behind the dish. Slayton Vaughn at first, Mike Mutner at second, Wadi Almonte at short, and Joshua Rodriguez at third. The 0-2 pitch misses outside. Right field, we have Jarrell McDade, center fielder Javale Barnes, and left fielder Trevor McKinley. The 1-2 pitch is swung on, hit high into left center field. Barnes chasing back, settles under it, and makes the catch. So with 2 outs, both starting pitchers closing in on quick innings, as shortstop Spencer Henn will step up to the plate. Sac fly and an RBI to his credit in the first game. So he takes that one low and away for a ball. That 1-0 pitch misses low and in, 2-0. Ty Wickline works very fast. Also known for quick pitching hitters, keeping them off balance. The 2-0 pitch, swung on and fouled at the plate.
There's 2 outs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wickline kicks and delivers. The 2-1 pitch, swung on and fouled out of play. So that'll even the count at 2-2. A 2-2 pitch. Good job fighting it off from Spencer Henn as that's fouled away. And the count remains 2-2. Spencer Henn always does a good job of fighting off tough pitches to stay alive in the box. Wickline gets the sign that he likes. The 2-2 again. It's swung on and lined into right field for a 2-out base hit. So that'll put a runner on first and bring up first baseman Joe Impaduglia. Impaduglia been struggling a little bit, but been doing a good job of getting on base. Just looking for that one big hit to break out of a slow start as that pitch is taken on the outside corner for a strike. Check on Spencer Henn. The 0-1 pitch swung on and grounded to the first baseman, Vaughn, who boots it. And it'll go down the right field line. Spencer Henn will make it all the way to third on the error by Slayton Vaughn. And that'll put runners on the corners with 2 outs. Hard hit ground ball, tough play to make, but at the same time, it's a play that he will make most of the time. So with 2 outs, runners on first and third, that'll bring up third baseman Justin McIntosh. First pitch to him is taken for a strike. The 0-1. Misses high, misses outside. 1-1. Paduglia, good speed at first. Wouldn't be shocked if we saw a steal here, even with 2 outs. Runner goes. The 1-1 pitch misses inside for a ball as that's a stolen base for Joe Paduglia. And now both runners are in scoring position with 2 outs and a 2-1 count. The 2-1 from Wickline. Misses outside, 3-1. Catcher Utah Okazaki waiting on deck. The 3-1 to McIntosh is swung on and hit hard, but foul into the Wolfpac bullpen. 3-2. That 3-2 pitch is swung on and grounded to shortstop. Wadi Almonte boots it, can't handle it, and a run will score. So another error on the Wolfpac. And the Road Warrior Black Sox lead 1-0. Again, another tough play to make, but at the same time, a play that should have been made. So with 2 outs, runners on the corners again. 1 run in, and that'll bring up the catcher Utah Okazaki. First pitch to him, taken for a strike. Check on McIntosh with a short lead at first. That 0-1 pitch is swung on and grounded into the hole on the right side. Base hit. So an RBI single for Utah. And now the Road Warrior Black Sox lead 2-0. So still 2 outs. Now runners on first and second. And second baseman Ray Serrano will step up to the plate. First pitch to him taken on the outside corner for a strike. McIntosh at second, Utah at first. The 0-1 pitch. Slider that just misses the zone. 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and hit high on the left side of the infield into foul territory. Who wants it? Wadi Almonte calls it and makes the catch for out number 3. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 2 men left on base, the magic number. As we'll move into the top of the second inning, Road Warrior Black Sox on top of Wolfpac, 2-0. top of the second, Road Warrior Black Sox on top of the Wolfpac 2-0. Manny Alonso back out on the mound as Wolfpac catcher Colin Miner steps up to the plate and takes that pitch on the outside corner for a ball. Alonso, a quick 9-pitch inning to start the game. We'll see if he can continue that pace. That pitch is swung on and hit hard and hits the third base bag and will bounce into left field for a base hit. Miner will head to second with a leadoff double. Tough thing to see if you're Alonso, but nothing McIntosh can do at third. So with no outs, Miner at second. First baseman Slayton Vaughn will step up to the plate. Quick check on Miner. The first pitch to Vaughn is swung on and missed. Or it's fouled at the plate, excuse me. A little quick play of catch for Utah and Alonso to make sure his hand is okay, as that was fouled off his throwing hand. He seems to be all right. And we'll do it again. 0-1, the count on Slayton Vaughn. Miner looks around, checks how deep his outfielders are playing. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Good slider from Alonso. 0-2. The 0-2 from Alonso, taken low and outside for a ball. 1-2. Good pitch to try to get him to chase, but Slayton Vaughn, good job holding up. The 1-2 from Alonso is swung on and hit into right field. It looks like it will drop down the right field line. And Paduglia will pick it up, fire it into Ray Serrano as a run will score to make it 2-1. Road Warrior Black Sox on an RBI double from Slayton Vaughn. So back-to-back doubles. Nets the Wolfpac their first run of the day. Tough break for Alonso as that pitch was hit softly, just found a hole in that right field line. So no outs. Vaughn and Miner trade places at second, and that'll bring up second baseman Mike Mutner. First pitch to him. Misses high and outside for a ball. Alonso will look at Vaughn at second. The 1-0 pitch. He squares and bunts it right in front of home plate. Utah calls for it, fires to first. And there's out number 1 on the sac bunt from Mutner. Moves Vaughn all the way to third base. And that'll bring up third baseman Joshua Rodriguez. First pitch to him. Taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Left side of the Black Sox infield moved up a little bit. Right side playing deep. Outfielders at normal depth. The 0-1 from Alonso. Swung on, grounded foul down the third base side right in front of the Wolfpac bullpen. Not bullpen, dugout. 0-2. Alonso gets the pitch he likes. The 0-2 to Rodriguez. Taken low and inside. Good job by Okazaki to block it. 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on, grounded to shortstop. Spencer Hen is going to fire home. The throw got him at the plate. It was a little high. Utah had to jump for it, but good job to come back down on it and get Slayton Vaughn at the plate. So 2 outs, and they prevent the run scoring as Rodriguez reaches first on the fielder's choice.
Oh, shit.
So with 2 outs, runner on first, that'll bring up right fielder Jarrell McDade.
I can't undo it.
Jarrell McDade swings first pitch and hits a 2-run shot over the left field fence and gives the Wolfpac a 3-2 lead. McDade wasting no time. He homered yesterday, so he continues to stay hot. So still 2 outs. Now nobody on base, and shortstop Wadi Almonte steps to the plate. First pitch to him is taken for a strike. What a swing from McDade. Wadi Almonte squares to bunt again, but misses. 1-2 the count. The pitch from Alonso. Check swing, called a ball. Misses up just a little bit. 2-2.
Where's that?
Left field. The 2-2 from Alonso. Swung on and missed. So good recovery after the 2-run bomb. We'll move into the bottom of the second inning. Wolfpac now on top of the Road Warrior Black Sox, 3-2. Bottom of the second inning here at Washington Wild Things Ballpark. Ty Wickline out for another inning of work as the Wolfpac have now gained the lead over the Road Warrior Black Sox 3-2. Left fielder McDougal stepping up to the plate as he swings at first pitch and misses for strike one. Wolfpac scored on back-to-back doubles from Miner and Vaughn, and then on a 2-run home run from right fielder Jarrell McDade. That 0-1 pitch misses outside, 1-1. That pitch is swung on and hit down the left field line. That's a fair ball. McDougal will have himself a double to lead off the inning as that pitch rolls into the corner. And the Road Warrior Black Sox are still in business. Good piece from McDougal. And that'll bring up right fielder CJ Miller. Miller, a lot of speed as he pokes that one down the left field side into foul territory, and Rodriguez will catch it in foul territory for out number 1. So with one out, that'll bring us back to the top for center fielder Derek Hurt. Derek Hurt flew out to center his first time up.
Turn to the top of the line. I've never seen you do that.
First pitch to Derek Hurt is taken for strike 1. Derek Hurt swung on the first pitch his first time up, so probably looking to take a few pitches as he calls time. Quick line check on McDougal at second. That pitch is swung on and hit hard down the right field side. That is a fair ball. McDougal will score easily as it rolls into the corner. Derek Hurt will round second. He's going to try for third. The throw in from Mutner is offline, and that's an RBI triple for Derek Hurt as this game is now tied. Good piece of hitting from Derek Hurt. And it's a brand new ball game as designated hitter Frank Pockel steps to the plate. First pitch to Frank is taken for a strike. Quickline delivers the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and hit hard, but foul out of play. Oh, 0-2 the count on Pockel. Derek Hurt still standing at third. The 0-2 is poked foul out of play again. Count remains 0-2. Pockel also flew out to center his first time up. Wouldn't mind a fly out here as that will give them the lead. The 0-2 again from Wickline. Taken on the inside corner, strike 3. Froze him. And there is out number 2. So with 2 outs, Spencer Hamill stepped to the plate. He singled and came around to score in the first inning. First pitch to him misses inside for a ball. The 1-0 from Wickline misses inside again. 2-0. Quick throw to third, but Derek Hurt gets back in time. Trying to catch him sleeping didn't work. The 2-0 swung on and fouled at the plate. 2-1. Wickline stands so far on that third base side of the rubber. Must be intimidating to right-handed hitters. The 2-1. Swung on, hit hard to the third base side. It's fair. Josh Rodriguez slides, picks it up. The throw to first is in time. Great play by the Wolfpac third baseman will end the inning. So the Road Warrior Black Sox get one back. And this game is now tied. We'll head into the top of the third. 3-3 the score between the Road Warrior Black Sox and the Wolfpac. Top of the third inning between the Wolfpac and the Road Warrior Black Sox. We are tied 3-3. Manny Alonso back out for his third inning of work. And center fielder JaVale Barnes leads off the inning. He lined out to second base his first time up. McIntosh playing in at third base. First pitch. Misses high and outside for a ball. The 1-0 from Alonso is taken for a strike, 1-1. One to Barnes. Check swing. He says he went around. 1-2. Tried his best to hold up. Unfortunately, unable to. McIntosh now playing back at third. The 1-2. Taking high and outside again. 2-2. The 2-2 to Barnes. Bounces inside. 3-2. Alonso in danger of walking the leadoff hitter, with Cody Lovejoy lurking on deck. The payoff pitch. Miss is outside. Ball 4. So speed on the bases for the Wolfpack to start the third. And designated hitter Cody Lovejoy steps to the plate. Lovejoy flew out to center his first time up. Alonso will have to do a good job of holding Barnes at first. First pitch to Lovejoy misses high and outside for a ball. Alonso comes set. A quick check at first. Good pick from Impaduglia as Barnes gets back in time. Barnes a medium-sized lead at first. The 1-0 pitch. Cutter on the outside corner taken for a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 misses outside. 2-1. Bit of a slide step there from Alonso, keeping Barnes uncomfortable at first. Another check at first. Barnes gets back in time. Quick look. That pitch misses inside and goes all the way to the batter's. Goes all the way to the backstop. That'll be a wild pitch. Or excuse me, it'll be a pass ball as Barnes advances to second base, and the count is 3-1 on Lovejoy. Utah just unable to handle that pitch. The 3-1 misses high and outside, so back-to-back walks puts runners on first and second with nobody out. And that'll bring up the dangerous lefty Trevor McKinley. So after a quick visit on the mound, Alonso back to face Trevor McKinley with nobody out and runners on first and second. As that pitch misses low and inside for a ball. After back-to-back walks, Alonso now hoping for a ground ball. As that pitch is a slider, misses low and outside. 2-0. For viewers watching, we do have manager Cole Bombalis helping us out in the booth, and he's excited to bring you some fun facts on players when it comes up, as that pitch is taken for a strike. 2-1. Cole, you got any?
Absolutely. Trevor McKinley was actually a pitcher only in college. Went to Nicholls State, played with a buddy of mine, Alex Ernestine, who's from South Florida. He was looking to try to play some indie ball, but ended up not playing at all. McKinley played a few seasons in the United Shores League and left there and is now one of the top left-handed hitters in the entire league.
As that pitch is lined down the left field line into the corner, Barnes scores. Lovejoy scores easily. So a 2 RBI double from McKinley gives the Wolfpac a 5-3 lead, as he will now stand on second with nobody out. Speaking of top hitters in the league, he continues his pace. So with nobody out, McKinley at second base. That'll bring up catcher Colin Miner. Miner doubled and scored as he traded places with Slayton Vaughn back in the second inning. McKinley not trying to do too much with that swing, just poked it with 2 strikes. And it found a home down the left field line. As that pitch misses high and outside for a ball. Just with those fun facts and with that swing, we can see why Trevor McKinley doesn't pitch anymore.
That's for sure.
The 1-0 from Alonso is swung on and fouled back, 1-1.
This season so far, he's had 2 different stints in the Frontier League. He had one with Evansville Otters when they went over the border, and also with the Empire State Grays.
We have a couple of players passing through here that have played for the Empire Grays this year. Tyler Hill, one who basically asked for his release so he can come play here. The 1-1. Misses low and inside. 2-1. For those of you doubters, I'm wondering if you think it's still a scam. The pitch misses high and outside, 3-1. We've also had quite a few pitchers just within the first block that have a lot of stints in the Atlantic League. Quite a few to Lexington, a few to the Genomes. The 3-1 to Miner is hit hard to third base. McIntosh can't handle it. That'll be an RBI single as McKinley will score easily. And it's now 6-3 Wolfpac. Just hard contact off of Alonso early.
J.J. Bristensky left the Pecos last year. I hit him up, saw he was from this area, hit him up. He came and finished the year with us last year. He actually pitched for the Killer Bees last year. He threw game 1 of the championship, ended up helping us win game 1. Eventually, we ended up winning both games, and came back for this year, and he's actually in Long Island right now. He just threw actually against the Lexington Legends, which we sent a lot of guys over there to.
PJ Phillips, a longtime friend / manager with the Yinzer and Joe Torre.
Actually, it's funny, just giving me goosebumps actually thinking about it. PJ sent me his ring this morning. Last night. I think it was around like 1:30 in the morning. I woke up to it. I was like, wow, this is definitely going to be a good day. Seeing something like that. I hope they can make a little bit of a comeback this year and get a stint in the playoffs again.
And hopefully, if that's the case, then a few more pitchers from the Yinzer will make their way to Lexington, help them win one.
Absolutely. Wes Albert, he came over here after he had
That's
pitched
right.
for a few different teams in the Frontier League this year. He was in Lake Erie. He was with the Treos Rivieras, or however you're going to say it over there. He threw a few times over there, and now came here, threw for the Road Warrior Black Sox once, and got picked up by Lexington. He's now had 2 very, very good outings think he went 5 1/3 in his first one, and then he ended up going 6 in his last one, where he had, I believe, picked up the win.
Slayton Vaughn strikes out swinging, and there's the first out of the inning. After the Wolfpack gained 3 over the Road Warrior Black Sox, Miner's still at first with 1 out. That'll bring up second baseman Mike Mutner as he takes strike 1. Looks like a cutter.
Mike Mutner actually played for Joe Torre back in the day when he was about 12, 13 years old.
I was going to say, I had heard that the other day where they've known each other for a very long time, and I couldn't believe it.
Yep.
That pitch misses outside, 1-1.
Manny Alonso, I met in 2019, actually, after I was the pitching coach with the Vallejo Admirals under PJ Phillips. He threw for us. We actually were in a men's league in Staten Island and also in New Jersey as well. And definitely a lot better from that day to now. I mean, he went 7-0 last year. Definitely his velocity's jumping up a little bit more. Looks like he's holding runners on a little bit more. So definitely come a little ways since that day that we met. We've actually had a good amount of guys from that year that's still playing. So it's always good to see, including Doug Olchazy, Max Marlaveld.
The pitch is grounded to McIntosh at third. He's going to pick it up, throw to second, and get the out there. Mutner will reach first on the fielder's choice, so there's 2 outs.
Another name that played for Joe Torre back in the day is Joe Simone. He was with the Wolfpac last year. He got signed at the Frontier League draft by the New Jersey Jackals and is now with the Jackals. He's been there ever since. Good left-handed hitter.
As that pitch is taken by Rodriguez for a strike. Rodriguez reached on a fielder's choice and later came around to score on the 2-run home run from McDade.
Josh Rodriguez could be one of the most improved players here.
0-2.
Offensively, defensively, all of it. McIntosh is up there as well.
He's definitely from what I've seen, he's a player who's willing to learn and really likes to get his work in and itches to play. As that pitch is taken high.
As Manny Alonso does a spinneroonie on the mound.
He was hoping that would be the get him out pitch. So 2 outs, runner on first. Alonso gets the pitch he likes. That 1-2 pitch is grounded to first base, and Paduglia picks it up, touches first himself, and there's out number 3. The Wolfpack game 3 runs over the Road Warrior Black Sox, and we now go into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Wolfpack on top 6-3. After a 2 RBI double from Trevor McKinley, and then an RBI single from Colin Miner. And we will see how the Road Warrior Black Sox respond. So bottom of the third inning, Wolfpac on top of the Road Warrior Black Sox 6-3 as first baseman Joe Impeduglia steps up to the plate. Ty Wickline out for the third inning. First pitch to Impeduglia is taken on the outside corner for a ball. Impeduglia, his first time up, reached on an error, stole second, then came around to score. As that pitch is taken on the outside corner for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch from Wickline misses outside again. 3-0 to Impeduglia. So Wickline in danger of walking the leadoff man. As that pitch is taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Fortunately, with our new camera, you can see the aggressive Wolfpac shift on Joe Impeduglia. And if Joe Torre were here, it would be more aggressive. By that, I mean Mutner would be basically playing right field. As that pitch misses outside for ball 4, so a leadoff walk puts Impeduglia on first. And that'll bring up third baseman Justin McIntosh, who reached on an error his first time up. Big power bat amongst others in that Road Warrior lineup. Impeduglia, good speed at first, so obviously a steal threat. Down 3, the Road Warrior Black Sox might try to be a little bit more careful, but we'll see as that pitch misses for ball 1.
Justin McIntosh is definitely an example as to what playing the game of baseball brings to getting a guy better. We all know we can hit off the tee, we can go into the cages, we can work out, we can do all that stuff, but playing the game of baseball and being on the field day in and day out can show what you could actually bring to the table as a player.
It's sadly a fact, but a good fact that players are slowly learning as that pitch misses low and in for ball 3. Players are learning that that's the key to getting better and getting the recognition you want is just playing every day, not posting video or sending stats from your college. It's really just playing every day. Because at the end of the day, managers in these higher leagues, is that pitch is swung on and fouled out of play? Managers aren't calling Joe Torre to ask for your numbers. They're calling to ask how are you as a player. And Joe Torre can ask you or can verify you as a player by how many games you play and how you handle yourself.
Yeah, and I mean, guys like McIntosh who, obviously he's playing a corner position, he's DHing, he's doing things like that. I can name the hitters in the other leagues like the American Association, the Atlantic League, the Frontier League. I mean, these guys are all ex-affiliatable guys. These guys are all guys that have shown they could hit 25-plus bombs in multiple different areas. I know a guy named John Silviano who is with the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks, and a guy like that who's had success in just about every level he's played at, whether it's when he was with the Blue Jays, the Marlins. He had 30-plus home runs at Lynn University. We're going up against guys like that. So, obviously we have to show we can do it day in and day out on the field, just like those guys have already done.
Right.
So it's not about good size and good this, good that. It's about coming in and showing that you can do it, and hopefully then getting picked up and getting an opportunity.
And that's the environment that Joe Torre has created with the Black Sox and the Yinzer, giving guys a chance to prove themselves in front of him, and then he can provide the word to give them a shot everywhere else. McIntosh lined out to right field for the first out. Impaduglia stays at first, and that'll bring up catcher Utah Okazaki, who singled in the first inning and has an RBI to his credit. Quick pitch to him, hits him right in the leg. So Wickline trying to quick pitch, make him uncomfortable. He sure did, as that's a hit by pitch, and that'll put runners on first and second with 1 out. And that'll bring up second baseman Ray Serrano. Ray Serrano takes that first pitch for a strike. Quick check on Impaduglia at second. That pitch is swung on and fouled. 0-2.
It is.
Anthony McDougal waiting on deck for the Road Warrior Black Sox as time is called. Wickline gets the pitch to check on Impaduglia at second. The 0-2 misses low and outside. 1-2. Serrano popped out to shortstop in foul territory his first time up. Wade Almonte running a long way to make the catch. That pitch swung on and missed. So a swinging strikeout for Wickline, and there's out number 2. With Utah at first, Impaduglia at second, that'll bring up left fielder Anthony McDougal. Doubled and later came around to score his first time up. Wickline hoping he can get a quick out here to avoid any danger. First pitch. Bounces for ball 1. Quick look at Impaduglia. That 1-0 pitch taken on the inside corner for a strike. 1-1.
Anthony McDougal here. Played last year in the Pecos League. Fortunately for him, he got up out of there. Now with us. Brought over some of his buddies. Calvin McMiller, who's on the Killer Bees staff, I believe played with him in high school. Played with him last year a little bit as well.
The 1-2 from Wickline. Bounces. And it gets away from Minor, but Impaduglia unable to advance. 2-2. It'd be a fun stat if we could find out real quick how many players in the Yinzer have had time in the Pecos League. I am one of them. Cole, I know you're one of them.
Sometimes you gotta go see how bad it really is and get up out of there.
All right. And a lot of players don't know anything. As that ball is grounded to shortstop Almonte, he'll flip to second for out number 3.
Good swing out of McDougal.
Really hard ground ball. Unfortunately, he found a fielder. And there's out number 3. We'll move into the top half of the 4th inning. Wolfpac on top of the Road Warrior Black Sox 6-3. So we're all set to go here in the top of the fourth. Wolfpac still on top of the Road Warrior Black Sox 6-3 as Manny Alonso gets ready for his fourth inning of work. Jarrell McDade steps up to the plate. First pitch to him is a check swing foul ball for strike one. Jarrell McDade, 2-run homer his first time up.
We're in the middle of a conversation before Anthony McDougal grounded into a 6-4 put out by Wadi Almonte. And we were talking about how there is guys that have been over in the Pecos League and are now here and realizing, they want to get elsewhere. They got to get up out of places like that. And Joe Torre is actually one of them. Joe Torre went there and he realized that it's not going to happen over there, and not much is going to happen over there, period. Whether you're, hitting 600, going 95, whatever the case may be. And he was actually there in 2012.
That pitch grounded into left field for a leadoff single for Jarrell McDade. He is now 2 for 2. Sorry to interrupt you, Cole.
He realized it wasn't it when he was over there, that's for sure. And actually, he was on the same coaching staff as Billy Horn, who's now the manager at with the Charleston Dirty Birds in the Atlantic League.
Almonte squares the bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball one. The Pecos League can be a good stepping stone for a lot of situations. As you said, Billy Horn coached there and is now a manager of an Atlantic League team. And Joe Torre obviously doing what he does. And a lot of players who have started there have good resumes. That pitch is bunted down the third base line. It's going to be fair. And McIntosh boots it a bit, keeps it fair, and that'll be a bunt single for Wadi Almonte. And that puts runners at first and second with nobody out.
At that point, we might as well let it go foul.
So back-to-back singles for the Wolfpac. And we'll turn the lineup over. That'll bring up center fielder JaVale Barnes. JaVale Barnes.
As a matter of fact, when he was there, was actually trying to help players there, and Andrew Dunn wasn't allowing that to happen. So he realized he definitely got to get up out of there. And obviously he's now made what we have. We were sending a lot of players to the Pacific Association back in the day. We were, just trying to keep guys ready to go that weren't necessarily ready for the Frontier, the American, the Atlantic. And, obviously now we have our own league. I remember Joe and I, at the time, were talking about it in 2019 about, possibly having our own thing going on, which
that pitch swung on, hit hard into left field. McDougal tracking it back just in front of the warning track makes the catch. The runners were on the move but had to backtrack. And there's out number one on a hard line drive from Barnes.
Guys like Cody Lovejoy were in that mix back then. Cody Lovejoy actually was banned from the Pecos. I myself was banned from the Pecos. Not really sure why, which now Cody Lovejoy's already had stints in the American Association. He's had
runners go. The pitch
Frontier.
Is a strike. The throw to second is not in time, so 2 stolen bases. As now the Wolfpac have runners in scoring position with 1 out.
A guy like Cody Lovejoy went from not having an opportunity to the Yinzer League, allowing him to get an opportunity in multiple leagues. Played for Brian White last year a little bit. Played for Fargo, I believe, for a little bit. Not really. These guys were banned mainly because we were trying to help these players get up out of the league, and I know for Andrew Dunn's sake, he wouldn't be able to get more players.
Not a lot of players would go to the Pecos League if they knew there was something better.
Cody Lovejoy actually had 2 homers in Fargo when he was playing.
So a fly ball to right field from Lovejoy, unable to advance the runners. So 2 outs. Runners remain at second and third. Good job from C.J. Miller to run in and make the catch and fire it in quick.
The biggest thing is the commissioner, Andrew Dunn, wouldn't be able to get their money if he knew they were coming from us.
That is a fact. First pitch to Trevor McKinley as he swings and grounds one to second base. Ray Serrano picks it up. Fires to first, and Manny Alonso escapes danger after allowing two runners to reach base.
I've actually remembered a couple different scenarios where guys from Roswell were trying to get promoted into the Pacific Association. I remember it not happening due to Andrew Dunn saying it wasn't an opportunity, but mainly because he wasn't going to be able to get any more arms. With that, I'd definitely rather be somewhere where I'm trying to get as many guys, allow these guys to continue to move up the ranks.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Wolfpac still on top of the 6-3. His fourth inning of work as right fielder C.J. Miller leads off.
C.J. Miller. I'll tell
Popped
you what,
out in foul territory to third base his first time up as he takes ball one.
I played in the men's league game in 2 homers. I believe the first one was on the first pitch as he swings one. C.J. Miller had 2 homers in the game, and every time I saw him while here, and I remember I saw him when I came back from the Yinzer this year when we were in Florida. C.J. Miller was there the first day that Joe opened, workouts for guys, and he's definitely gotten a whole lot better from that day. C.J. Miller is always trying to help, whether he's coaching first, whatever the case may be.
The 2-1 pitch. Swung on and nubbed down the third baseline. That's going to stay fair. Wickline's going to pick it up, fire to first, not even close. So that's a leadoff single.
Little C.J. Miller knock there.
Looks the same as a line drive as in the scorebook. So he gets himself a leadoff single, and we'll turn the lineup over for leadoff hitter center fielder Derek Hurt. Derek Hurt had an RBI triple his first time up. Or second time up, excuse me. He's 1 for 2. That pitch swung on, hit high in this right center field. Shallow. Barnes will make the catch. And there's out number 1.
Frank the Tank.
Frank Podkle will step up 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. He homered in the first game of this afternoon.
2019, Frank had a little brief stint with the Joliet Slammers. I believe right after college. He's been a huge part to this Black Sox organization. He does as much as he can. He's helped on the tour. He obviously runs the Road Warrior Black Sox. He's grown as an athlete and also as a person himself. On and off the field. Definitely one of my favorite human beings here, that's for sure.
Watching him manage on the tour really gave you an appreciation for how hard everyone in the Black Sox works. As Wickline tries to check on C.J. Miller at first, he gets back in time. A lot of work goes into this that nobody sees and that a lot of people outside of here don't appreciate. The 1-1 pitch misses low and outside. Frank Podkle, a part of that group that we sent to Canada last year in the American Association, as he takes that pitch outside for a strike, 2-2. The 2-2 to Frank is swung on, hit hard and fair down the third baseline. It'll roll in the corner. C.J. Miller will round third, and he'll be sent home. The throw is cut off by third baseman Rodriguez, and that's an RBI double from Frank Podkle as now he cuts the lead down. Road Warriors now trail the Wolfpac 6-4.
I was just going to add, Frank hit a homer in his first at-bat against a left-hander in the game 1 of today. I believe he had 2 or 3 knocks this.
I can check back on that real quick.
His first 2 at-bats, he for sure had his. I want to know the stat on how many 2-strike hits Frank Podkle has. I truly think he may lead the league.
The pitch is swung on, hit high into right center field. McDade calling for it. Frank Podkle not tagging. And there's out number 2 as Spencer Hinn flies out.
A lot of these players here don't necessarily realize how much you could learn by watching the game. I remember in 2019, I watched 65 games straight. I didn't dress out one game, and I learned a whole lot. I had notes on just about every single player in the league. This Road Warrior Black Sox lineup likes to swing early, that's for sure.
Joe Paduglia is stepping up to the plate. Paduglia reached on an error and also has a walk, so he's 0 for 1, but he also has a run scored, as he's hoping to cut down the lead even more with Frank Podkle standing at second after the RBI double. That 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. 1-1. And Paduglia, probably the most patient hitter I've ever seen. Takes a lot of pitches.
Too patient, if you ask me.
Oh, I agree. Time called at the plate.
You could double, I would swing more.
Huge shift for him as the outfielders play deep. Infielders move over as that pitch bounces for ball 2.
Going back to our conversation earlier about these other leagues, the only leagues I truly mess with are the 4 top and ourselves. Everything else, I'm not really sure what's going on over there. lot of it's just summer collegiate league, if you ask me.
A lot of places with the good intentions of giving players a place to play, but with the wrong intention of misleading them. As that pitch bounces for ball 3, 3-1 on Empaduglia. The 3-1 misses outside, ball 4, so a 2-out walk puts runners on first and second. And that'll bring up third baseman Justin McIntosh. McIntosh reached on an error his first at bat and lined out to right field his second at bat. Frank Podkle at second, Joe Empaduglia at first. The first pitch to McIntosh is taken for a ball. Quick line of check on Podkle at second. The 1-0 pitch. Misses low again, 2-0. Not quite sure where that missed, but
For the most part, Ty Wickline, his misses are still in the area, which help him get a lot of swings when he's not necessarily in the zone. I've seen Ty Wickline carve hitters up for 7 innings straight with 80, maybe 80 pitches.
the 3-0 to McIntosh is swung on, hit hard into left field. That'll be a single. Frank Podkle will be held at third, and that'll load the bases with 2 outs for catcher Utah Okazaki. So 3-0 swinging pays off for McIntosh.
I believe that was a teammate showdown right there. Justin McIntosh and Ty Wickline both left some unknown league. I don't even know, Southern Shores or something like that. It's actually weird. If I don't necessarily know much about that league, I'd stay far away from that league.
A pitch missed to Utah, 1-0.
I'm sure they've faced each other quite a few times now.
Utah takes that pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1.
I heard that league was telling guys they're going to pay him and do this and that. Actually, a converted position player that is out here with us, his name is Mark Vargas, was supposedly told he was going to make the most money in that league, and I heard that they don't pay a single person out there.
A line drive from Utah to Wadi Almonte, jumps up, makes the catch for out number 3.
We have definitely saved a whole lot of guys from that league, that's for sure. I believe we actually just picked up 3 different arms from that league, who one of them ended up throwing 2 key scoreless innings to finish out the first game of the doubleheader for the Road Warrior Black Sox against the Killer Bees. We got 2 lefties and a righty. They both threw Saturday morning in a live scenario in front of me and the rest of the crew. And not too bad. I feel those guys can definitely get better as the time goes.
Top of the 5th inning. Wolfpac still on top of the Road Warrior Black Sox 6-4 as Colin Miner steps in and leads off with a single in the left. Miner now 3 for 3. He's just a home run shy of the cycle. And that'll bring up first baseman Slayton Vaughn, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI double. First pitch to him is taken for strike 1.
Slayton Vaughn actually is an example as to a guy that played in the P word or whatever the hell you call it, Pecos, on the West Coast. He been with us ever since. Had a little stint in the Pioneer League. I believe led the Yinzer in doubles last year. Definitely somebody that can do damage at any point.
That 1-1 pitch misses outside 3-1 or 2-1.
As he's in a hitter's count.
He, like the Killer Bees first baseman / designated hitter Ryan Royal, very aggressive swing. So he takes that pitch for strike 2. Slayton Vaughn definitely takes more pitches than Roel does. The 2-2. It swung on, hit high, but foul out of play. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of action in the Road Warrior bullpen. The count remains 2-2. Miner leads off first, very short lead. The 2-2 to Vaughn. It swung on, hit hard on a line in the left field. McDougal will make the catch. Tumbling to make it. Good job. As a throwback to first is not in time. Great play from McDougal, and there's out number 1. Hard line drive from Vaughn. So with 1 out, Miner remains at first. That'll bring up Wolfpac second baseman Mike Mutner. Mutner 0 for 1. Has a sack bunt his first time up and reached on a fielder's choice the second time as he squares but pulls it back. There's ball 1. Alonso getting up there in pitch count, so Road Warriors wanting to get that bullpen going. As he squares and bunts it down the first base side, Alonso will pick it up. He bobbles it and can't get it. So Mutner will reach first. That'll be a bunt single. And now the Wolfpac have runners at first and second with 1 out. Joshua Rodriguez steps up to the plate, reached on a fielder's choice and grounded out to first base. He is 0 for 2, but he also has a run scored. As he swings at the first pitch, grounds it to short. Spencer Hinn will pick it up, throw to third to get the force out. And there's out number 2. Great read from Hinn and McIntosh. Ball was carrying him to his right side. Went ahead and got the easy out at third. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up right fielder Jarrell McDade. McDade with a 2-run bomb in his first at bat as he takes that pitch for a strike. He also has a single and a stolen base. Yeah, 1 pitch misses high and outside for a ball. The 1-1 pitch. Taken on the outside corner, ball 2. That pitch misses outside. 3-1.
Jerome McDade has had 2 stints with Lexington, including one last year and also one this year. When we all went over to the Pioneer League, he was in our 3-hole crushing baseballs. I believe he was
3-1 pitch swung on and hit into foul territory.
I believe he was well over 500 up there, or out there, and up there too. We were pretty deep. Missoula, Montana, Billings, Montana. Next year, I would love to go and play against every single team and show them what we can actually do over there.
We had another player, Derek Hurt, went off against Billings.
Jerome McDade is actually also somebody that got screwed over in the Pecos League.
Pitch bobbled by McIntosh. He'll fire to first and not be able to get him in time, so that'll be a single for McDade, and that'll load the bases.
I believe he was in High Desert with Slayton Vaughn, Derek Reddy, and honestly, more and more, the list goes on. I think there's about 4 or 5 guys that we had over there that year. Jerome McDade realized this wasn't necessarily for him. A guy that went from the Pecos to the Atlantic League. Not a bad transition.
Juan Almonte steps to the plate and takes ball 1. Bases loaded, 2 outs for the Wolfpac. Manny Alonso hoping to escape this inning with no runs scored.
That goes to show you can either waste your time or you can come and actually earn a job.
1-0 pitch misses outside, 2-0.
A lot of guys are wasting their time out there. I think Barney in the United Shores League, there's a couple of guys that I wish I could help over there, but it's tough to help when there are places that are only playing twice a week and places that, I can't necessarily watch them. Joe can't necessarily watch them. It's funny, actually. Joe, in 2019, I was in Vallejo with him, and he's like, hey, look, I want you to come and throw more. I want you to come, I want you to show everybody, what you can obviously do rather than, the numbers that you put up. So I moved up to New Jersey. Fortunately, Mama Tori, shout out Mama Tori. She's the best human being out there. She let me live on the couch multiple times.
That'll be an RBI walk, and the Wolfpac now lead the Royal Warrior Black Sox 7-4.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Mama Tori. Well, I guess, yeah. If it wasn't for Mama Tori, Joe Tori wouldn't be here either. So, but she cooked for me, giving me housing. She's given multiple people housing.
So the Royal Warrior Black Sox will go to their bullpen. Manny Alonso will finish his day.
And here comes another lefty. Another guy from the Southern Shores that we claim to save. But I remember Joe Torre told me to go move up top, move up to Jersey, and I went. And I remember 2019 fall. I remember Skylar Janice and I think I had about 25, 30 innings that fall going into summer 2020. And, obviously what happened in life with having the COVID and all that kind of, ruined it for some guys, but we ended up playing for a whole summer. I remember that that fall definitely helped me with my success in 2020, which I ended up actually winning the Empire League as a manager and also player, which is funny because I got released out of the Empire League in 2016 as just a player. I don't even think they remembered me. But I remember I introduced myself and Joe said, hey, this is going to be the other manager of the other team with the Brilliant Sox. He said, oh, yeah, I remember you as just a player. And I was like, yeah, you guys released me. And then we ended up beating the shit out of him every single game. And I remember Chris Quitzer was actually there playing for the other team. And I remember I played with Chris Quitzer in 2018. And I already kind of knew a scouting report on him. I knew he had no arms, so it was a base hit to left field. And I sent Tyler Reese, base hit off of Darren Love's bat. I sent Tyler Reese because I knew he wasn't going to be able to throw him out as a bang-bang play. And fortunately, we ended up winning in extras.
Can't see his jersey number, but left-handed pitcher Levi Parker comes in relief.
Speaking of Mama Tori, also, she is housing Owen Reith right now, who got few opportunities, I believe, in the Frontier League. Owen Reith is a guy that right place at the right time. He's a great person. He's a people's person. You could bring him in anybody's clubhouse. You could bring him in, just about anywhere. Guys like that are going to get opportunities. Not going to leave dip spit all over the ground.
1-0 pitch misses outside, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch taken on the inside corner for a strike.
It's 3-1.
Is it
Sorry
3-1?
about that, yeah.
My bad,
It's my
everybody.
fault.
3-1. The 3-1. Taken for a strike. The count moves full.
Jabel Barnes played with Julius Purier in college. Julius Purier played under me last year for the Killer Bees. Bullpen caught a little bit in Lexington
That pitch swung on, grounded foul.
last year and got a little bit of an opportunity this year in Evansville with Trevor McKinley and also the Empire State Grays. I believe was also activated with Lexington again this year as well.
So the count remains 3-2. After the foul ball, the pitch taken on the inside corner, frozen for strike 3. So Parker comes out of the pen and leaves the bases loaded.
The lefty Parker gets his first punchy, records his first out in his first appearance. That was a big punchy right there. Kept the game to 3.
So we'll move into the bottom half of the 5th inning. Wolfpac on top of the Road Warrior Black Sox 7-4. Bottom of the 5th inning, Ty Wickline back out for the Wolfpac. Ray Serrano leads off for the Road Warrior Black Sox as he swings and misses for strike 1. Serrano 0 for 2 with a pop out and a strikeout. A 1 pitch bounces outside. 1-1. When 1 pitch misses inside, 2-1. That 2-1 pitch swung on and missed. 2-2. That pitch swung on a miss as well, so a swinging strikeout for Wickline for the first out of the bottom of the 5th. And that'll bring up left fielder Anthony McDougal. McDougal 1 for 2 as a double and a run scored. He also reached on a fielder's choice. Or excuse me, he did not reach a fielder's choice into the inning. First pitch to him. Taken low for a ball.
Wickline's pitch count is raising a little bit. You got Adam Mancourt in the bullpen over there for the Wolfpac. He was here for a little bit in 2020 when we had our Yinzer, our NWO, and we also had 2 teams in the Empire League. Took off last year and is now here. I remember him coming in to Florida. He's gotten a whole lot better from that first day that I saw him in Florida to now, that's for sure. He's done a whole lot for the Wolfpac this year so far.
That 2-0 pitch taken high for ball 3. So 3-0 the count on McDougal. CJ Miller waits on deck. The 3-0 taken for a strike. That 3-1 pitch also taken on the inside corner for a strike. The count is full. So Wickline battles himself back into the count. Payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Wolfpac have 10 hits. Road Warrior Black Sox have 7. Wolfpac also carrying 2 errors on the day. The 3-2 again. Taken for strike 3. McDougal disagrees, but there's out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts for Wickline. And that'll bring up right fielder CJ Miller. CJ Miller 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. First pitch to him. It's taken for a strike. The 0-1 misses outside for a ball. That 1-1 pitch from Wickline bounces off the glove of Miner, and that'll be ball 2. Out of man court warming up still for the Wolfpack. The 2-1 pitch taken on the outside corner for a strike, 2-2. Wolfpack hoping Wickline can finish this inning and maybe possibly start the next one. 2-2 pitch misses well outside, 3-2. So back-to-back full counts for Ty Wickline. The payoff pitch. Swung on and grounded to the third base side. Diving play from Rodriguez. He picks it up. He will not make a throw as Miller beats it out. That'll be a 2-out single. Great play from Rodriguez. Unfortunately, the speed from Miller made the play impossible. And the Road Warrior Black Sox had themselves a 1-out base runner. Or 2-out base runner, excuse me. And that'll turn the lineup over for center fielder Derek Hurt. 1 for 3 with an RBI triple. So Derek Hurt takes ball 1. With CJ Miller leading off first. Short lead. 1-0 pitch misses inside. 2-0. The 2-0 from Wickline is swung on and grounded foul to the Wolfpack dugout. 2-1. Two one quick pitch is grounded foul down the third base side. 2-2. Wickline known to mix in a quick pitch every now and again.
I just got word that it looks way clearer now.
So I think the method will be to leave this window open all the time.
Absolutely.
2-2 pitch swung on, hit high in the left field. McKinley underneath it.
I'll tell you
And
what,
there's
every
out number
time I
3.
hear Derek Hurt's bat, I'm thinking barrel. Because what he's displayed over the course of the last 3 months, and I'm not just saying here, I'm saying everywhere. I'm saying on the tour. I'm saying, in Florida. I mean, mainly on the tour. He was destroying pitching everywhere. He also had a little stint where the Cleveland Railroaders went over the border, and he went. I think he was there for the 3-game series. My first tour game I've ran, Joe was there, but just as a player. He was playing third base, and he actually made just about some of the best plays I've actually seen as a third baseman. Whether it was laying out for a foul ball, backhand, slow rollers, whatever it may have been, but he was definitely key contributor to winning that game. But we ended up winning the game against the Cleveland Railroaders in my first game that I managed. Definitely something I'll never forget. 2019. We also played against the Texas Air Hogs, who's no longer a team. They're in Grand Prairie. Billy Martin Jr. was the manager there. I hope you guys all know who Billy Martin is.
Mm-hmm. I played a couple college tournaments at the Airhawk Stadium.
Just got some info. Josh Raywall the New Jersey Jackals, who was also a former Wolfpac. He was actually also a former Washington Wild thing. They missed out on, was just named an all-star in the Frontier League. Congrats to him, and also congrats to the Yinzer League for helping that happen. Uh-oh. I got the fire emoji from Mama Tori.
So top half of the 6th inning.
We know we're doing something right.
Parker back out for another inning as Cody Lovejoy leads off for the Wolfpack and takes strike
I
one.
believe Josh Raywalt is leading the Frontier League in homers.
The 0-1, taken low for a ball. The 1-1 to Lovejoy, taken on the outside corner for a ball, 2-1.
Love Juice, I think, has back-to-back days of homers.
As he takes that one on the inside corner for a strike, 2-2. Had a massive homer yesterday as the Wolfpack just missed an opportunity to sneak a win from the Killer Bees. The 2-2 pitch swung on and fouled out of play. No movement in either bullpen right now. The 2-2 again. Bounces on the inside corner, 3-2.
Yes, Josh Raywalt has 17 homers.
Yikes.
Anthony Mercado is down in Florida with us.
That pitch
He
is
has
swung on.
14. You know, it's funny, actually. Mercado had 6 homers the day that I showed up to the Florence Y'alls Friday night game against the Gateway Grizzlies. He hit 2 that night. He had 0 Saturday and hit another 2 Sunday. So after that series, he had 10. And I think he had another multi-homer game a couple days after that.
With one out, Trevor McKinley steps up to the plate. 1 for 3 with a 2 RBI double and a run scored as he fouls that pitch back. The 0-1 just hits him on the shoulder, and that'll be a hit by pitch to give the Wolfpack a 1-out base runner. Then I'll bring up catcher Colin Miner. As that pitch misses outside, the throw to second is not even close. That'll be a stolen base for Trevor McKinley. Colin Miner 3 for 3, just a homer shy of the cycle. The 1-0. Misses low, ball 2.
I got that information on Josh Raywalt by Joe Torre. He may not be here, but Joe Torre is watching it all. Understand that we can't be dragging ass over here. We need to make sure we're on and off the field. Really make sure it looks as professional as possible. We try to have this kind of environment so then that way, if you do get an opportunity elsewhere, you look the part. You don't look like you've never been there. You don't look like you don't belong either. That's more than anything. As Trevor McKinley steals the bag again.
Another stolen base for him puts him at third base with one out and a 2-2 count on Colin Miner. The 2-2 from Parker misses inside, ball 3. So full count. Adam Mancor still warming up for the Wolfpac. The payoff pitch taken high for ball 4. So 1-out walk puts runners at first and third with 1 out. And first baseman Slayton Vaughn steps up to the plate. Vaughn 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. First pitch to him. Misses high and outside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch to Vaughn is swung on and hit high but foul out of play. One and 1 the count on Vaughn. Miner at first, McKinley at third after 2 stolen bases. The pitch from Parker. Taken on the inside corner for a strike, 1 and 2. That 1-2 pitch just misses, hitting Slayton Vaughn. The count is even at 2 and 2. Trying to establish that inside corner. Almost got him in trouble. The 2-2 is swung on, grounded to third base. McIntosh picks it up, fires to Serrano at second. The throw back to first, got him. Oh, he calls him safe. So the run will score. Not sure about that one. But there's 2 outs. A run does score to make it 8-4. Wolfpac over the Road Warrior Black Sox. And that'll bring up second baseman Mike Mutner. Mutner with a single and a sacrifice bunt as he takes strike 1. That pitch is taken for a ball, 1 and 1. Still not sure on that call at first base. The 1-1 swung on and missed. Big hack from Mutner, 1 and 2. The Wolfpac now lead 8-4 here in the bottom half or top half of the 6th inning. Excuse me. The 1-2 swung on and fouled back.
I believe it's Mutner. Definitely not Mutner. This guy can talk. This guy can definitely talk.
Yeah, spelled Mutner, but Joe Torre's been calling him Mutner his whole life. I heard a funny joke the other day that Mutner said, He said, I don't think Joe Torre has called me by my right name since I've known him. As that pitch hits him, and that'll put him on first. So runners on first and second with 2 outs.
Hell of a call here by whoever made this decision to bring in Luke Jackson. He loves his lefties that aren't necessarily throwing above a certain velocity.
So switch hitter Luke Jackson will hit in Joshua Rodriguez's spot with 2 outs.
Who was it again?
Luke Jackson. As he takes ball 1. The 1-0 from Parker. Check swing, but called a strike. 1-1.
I think you didn't see the text.
Parker gets his sign. The 1-1 pitch. Taken high for a ball. 2-1. Two-one pitch to Jackson is lined into left center field. That's going to be a base hit. Derek Hurt's going to cut it off. Vaughn will score easily. Mutner will go to third. He'll hold up there. So Luke Jackson with an RBI single makes it 9-4 Wolfpac. So with 2 outs, a pinch runner at first. After the Luke Jackson RBI single, as that pitch is hit high and deep into left field. McDougal can't see it, and that pitch is going to drop right in front of the track. McDougal lost track of it. Mutner scores, Procopio scores after the pinch run, and Jarrell McDade has himself a 2 RBI triple. Yikes, tough scene for the Road Warrior Black Sox. McDougal completely lost it in the sun.
You just got a text.
So the Road Warrior Black Sox have action in their bullpen as Cruz starts to get loose as Wadi Almonte steps into the box. So after the RBI triple, the Wolfpac now lead the Black Sox 11-4. Tough scene for Parker as he got his fly ball, but McDougal unfortunately lost it in the sun. First pitch to Wadi Almonte, he fouls off his ankle. That had to hurt.
Another former Wolfpac and Yinzer League player, Jackson Pritchard, is named as an all-star in the Frontier League. He'll be coming here to the Washington Wild Things Stadium, playing on July 20th.
Almonte taking his time after a hard foul ball off his ankle. Jarrell McDade stands at third after the triple with 2 outs. The 0-1, taken low and outside for a ball. As that pitch is fouled away. 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and fouled back. One, two again is grounded back to the mound, bounced off Parker's glove. Serrano picks it up, fires to first, and he is safe at first. Tough call. So another run will score to make it 12-4. Man, good play by Serrano. Umpire calls him safe. So that'd be an RBI single for Almonte, and that makes it 12-4. So Frank Paco will come out to the mound, take the ball away from Parker, and bring in righty reliever Cruz. We're still here in the top of the sixth with 2 outs and the Wolfpack on top 12-4. So with 2 outs and the new pitcher Enrique Cruz coming in. Center fielder JaVale Barnes will take his hacks as the throw to first to check on Almonte. Not in time. First pitch to Barnes misses outside for a ball. That pitch misses outside as well. 2-0. The 2-0 from Cruz, taken high for ball 3. Almonte with a short lead at first. That pitch misses outside, ball 4. So Cruz comes out of the pen and allows a 2-out walk. And that'll allow the Wolfpac to bat around as Cody Lovejoy will step up to the plate again after leading off this inning. Popped up to third base. That pitch is taken for a strike. A couple of changes for the Wolfpac. Jarrett Antone takes over running bases for Wadi Almonte. He'll play third. Procopio taking over for third base, and he'll play second. As that pitch misses, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Lovejoy. Taken low for a ball. 2-1. That 2-1 pitch swung on and grounded into the hole. That's a base hit. And Anton is going to round third. McDougal bobbles it. So Anton will score on the RBI single from Lovejoy to make it 13-4. So with 2 outs, runners on first and second, Joe Bellardi will take over as he pitch hits for Trevor McKinley, and he'll take over in left field. First pitch to him is taken on the outside corner for a ball. As that pitch goes to the backstop, a wild pitch will allow the runners to advance 2-0. That pitch taken on the outside corner for a strike. 2-1. The 2-1 from Cruz. Taken on the outside corner again. 2-2. That pitch misses, and that makes the count full 3-2. The 3-2 pitch taken low for ball 4. So Cruz having a hard time finding the zone. And that'll bring up catcher Colin Miner, who walked and was thrown out at second on an attempted double play. The first time up in this inning, as the Wolfpac have batted around. So bases loaded for him with 2 outs. First pitch from Cruz, taken for a strike. Looks like Tommy Blood on the on-deck circle. Looking to pitch hit for Slayton Vaughn. The 0-1 is swung on and lined into right field. That'll be an RBI base hit. Barnes will score. Lovejoy will score. And that's a 2 RBI single for Colin Miner. 4 for 4 on the day. So with 2 outs, runners on first and third, Tommy Blood will step in, pinch hitting for Slayton Vaughn. First pitch to him, taken for a strike. The 0-1, taken on the outside corner, strike 2. That pitch misses for ball 1. That pitch foul tipped into the glove of Utah Okazaki, and there's out number 3. So a long inning allows 7 runs to come across the plate and score, or 8, excuse me. And we'll move into the bottom half of the 6th inning with the Wolfpack on top of the Road Warrior Black Sox, 15-4. Bottom of the 6th inning, Wolfpack on top of the Road Warrior Black Sox, 15-4, as Christian Stanziano pinch hits for Frank Pockel as he takes strike 1. That pitch misses inside, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is swung on, hit high into left field. Velarde underneath it. And there's out number 1. So it's 1 out. That'll bring up Spencer Hand. 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Adam Mancor taking over on the mound for the Wolfpack as that pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1. The 0-1 swung on and hit right back to Mancor. Picks it up, tosses it to first, and there's out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Mancor. And the Road Warrior Black Sox will have another pinch hitter as Antonio Brown will pinch hit for Joe Impaduglia and take over at first. First pitch to him. Swung on and missed. The 0-1. Swung on and hit hard down the left field line. That is a fair ball. Antonio Brown continues to stay hot as he will round first and head into second with a 2-out double. So with 2 outs, runner on second, Angelo Pahia will take over for Justin McIntosh as he takes ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, taken low for ball 2. The 2-0 from Mancor misses high and outside, ball 3. Jim Kennedy waiting on deck, looking to pinch hit for Utah Okazaki. The 3-0 misses high and outside, ball 4. So with 2 outs, that'll put runners on first and second, and Jim Kennedy walking up to the plate. The first pitch to him hits him right in the elbow, so wasting no time. That'll load the bases. Yikes. A bit frustrating for Kennedy not even be able to see a real pitch. But that'll help his on-base percentage as the bases are loaded with 2 outs for second baseman Ray Serrano. Serrano over 3 with 2 strikeouts. Hoping to spark a potential comeback for his team. The first pitch to him almost hits him as well. Ball 1. The 1-0 pitch misses outside. 2-0. It's a little tough for Mancor getting 2 quick outs, now loading the bases. The 2-0 taken low for ball 3. In danger of his second walk in the inning. That pitch swung on and fouled. 3-1. With how wild he's been after getting 2 outs, you'd hope that Serrano be a little bit more selective. The 3-1 pitch misses high and in, ball 4. So that'd be an RBI walk for Serrano, and that makes the score 15-5 now, as Anthony McDougal will step up to the plate. So 2 outs, base is still loaded. 1 run in for the Road Warrior Black Sox. And the first pitch to McDougal, taken for a strike. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Big hat from McDougal. 0-2. McDougal 1 for 3 with a run scored. The 0-2. Cut on and hit down the left field line. That is a foul ball into the Wolfpac bullpen. Count remains 0-2. C.J. Miller waiting on deck. The 0-2 again. Swung on and hit in the left field. That'll be an RBI base hit. 1 run will score. Jim Kennedy will be held up at third. So a little bit of life for the Road Warrior Black Sox. An RBI single from McDougal makes it 15-6. Mound visit here from manager Kyle Barrows. C.J. Miller steps in as that pitch avoids hitting him in the leg. 1-0. So 2 outs, bases are still loaded. Road Warrior Black Sox scrape across 2 runs to make it 15-6. The 1-0 pitch misses low for ball 2. Not a great look for the Wolfpac going to the pen. Fortunately, they do have a huge lead. The 2-0 taken on the outside corner for a strike. The 2-1 to Miller is swung on, grounded to first baseman Blood. He picks it up just shy of the foul line, touches first himself, and there's out number 3. So Road Warrior Black Sox get 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. We'll move into the top half of the 7th. They trail the Wolfpac 15-6. So top half of the 7th inning, Wolfpac on top of the Road Warrior Black Sox 15-6. Kyle Robinson into pitch. First pitch misses inside, ball 1. To now shortstop, Mike Mutner. The pitch misses outside, 2-0. The 2-0 from Robinson.
3 unassisted.
Taken for ball 3. That pitch misses, ball 4. So a leadoff walk for the Wolfpack. So with nobody out, runner on first. That'll bring up Dylan Procopio, who pinch ran for Luke Jackson after he had an RBI single, and he takes ball 1. The 1-0 misses high and inside, ball 2. A 2-0 pitch swung on and missed from Procopio. 2-1. Pitch from Robinson. Misses high and inside again. 3-1. That pitch swung on, hit hard into left field. McDougal will make the catch on the run. Great play, and there's out number 1. So there's 1 out, runner still at first. That'll bring up right fielder Jarrell McDade. McDade 4 for 4. Double shy of the cycle as he takes that slider for a ball. He had a 2-run homer, a 2 RBI double, and has scored twice, along with 2 singles. That pitch bounces all the way back to the backstop, and Mutner will trot into second base on the wild pitch. Two and 0. The 2-0 from Robinson. Check swing. He went around. There's strike 1. The 2-1 to McDade. Off speed misses high. 3-1. Three-one pitch swung on and missed from McDade. That moves the count full. 3-2. Things got ugly here quick for the Road Warrior Black Sox. They surrendered 8 runs in the 6th as that pitch is hit high on the left side of the outfield. Derek Hurt calls for it, and there's out number 2. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up the new third baseman, Jared Antone, as he takes strike 1. The 1-0 or 0-1 is lined up the middle. That'll be a base hit. Mutner will come around. He will hold up at third, as that'll be a 2-out single for Antone. So with 2 outs, runners on the corners, center fielder JaVale Barnes will step up to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 walks and 2 runs scored. As he takes that pitch for a strike. Takes that pitch for a ball, 1-1. That pitch is a slider that misses outside, 2-1. The 2-1 from Robinson. Swung on, hit high, but foul out of play. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Taken low and inside, 3-2. Payoff pitch, swung on and missed. And there is out number 3. So we will now move into the bottom of the 7th. Road Warriors' last chance to come back and at least tie this game, as they trail the Wolfpac 15-6. First pitch from Mancor in the bottom of the 7th is a called strike on the outside corner. Nate Thompson pinch hitting for center fielder Derek Hurt. The 0-1 pitch swung on, fouled back. 0-2. Mancor hoping to finish this game and give his team the win. The 0-2. Swung on, hit high into shallow left. Mutner at short calls for it, and there's out number 1. So 1 out. Christian Stanziano steps up to the plate. Flew out to left his first time up. Pinch hitting for Frank Podkol at the designated hitter spot. First pitch to him bounces for ball 1. Mancor working quick. That pitch misses low and outside. 2-0. Two-0 pitch misses high and outside. 3-0. That pitch swung on and lined into left field. That'll be a 1-out single for Christian Stanziano. And the Road Warrior Black Sox have a runner on first for shortstop Spencer Hinn. Spencer Hinn 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored. First pitch to him, taken high for a ball. That pitch swung on, hit high on the right side of the infield. Who wants it? Tommy Blood calling for it. He chases it toward the second base side, and there's out number 2.
Tommy Blood saying to himself, well, that's why we work on it there.
Sounded exactly like him, too.
Pretty good with the impressions, especially Tommy Blood.
So with 2 outs, Stanziano will take off for second as that pitch is called a strike on the outside corner. Wow. That umpire called that strike almost out of spite. Antonio Brown, 1 for 1, pinch hit. Had a single, came around to score as he takes that pitch for ball 1. I say, I don't care what the lead is. If they're going to give you that base, take it. As that pitch misses outside, ball 2. Doesn't even go down as a stolen base since nobody was holding him on.
Defensive indifference.
The 2-1 to Brown. Swung on and nubbed down the first base side. That's going to stay fair. Blood's going to pick it up, touch first. And there is the final out of the game. So tough way to end it. But the Wolfpac take the victory over the Road Warrior Black Sox 15-6. Ty Wickline will get the win. And unfortunately, Manny Alonso records the loss. And that'll do it here for us. Thank you for joining us. We hope to see you guys tomorrow. And have a good rest of your day.